When you're drawing your still life, be sure to make the basic shapes and divisions of your visual plane first. For me, that is going to be splitting the background from the table. I'm going to draw a line that goes across my page, not quite at the middle, because when I look at my still life, I notice more wall than tablecloth. Once I have divided my page, I am going to start drawing in the basic shapes. I am going to let them overlap, and then I will color in and you will see which is closer and which is farther away. So I am going to now darken the lines that I want to keep and make it look a little bit more realistic in here. Now what I need to do is start adding some color and shadows to my drawing. I'm going to use a combination of colored pencils and crayons. You can use whatever materials you have at home. I really want to take a look at what colors I'm seeing and how I can express those on the page. So when I look at the plant, I actually see a combination of pink, purple, and green. So I'm going to take those colors, find the one that I noticed the first. I'm just going to add it in there where I see it. Add in another color where I see it. Pressing lighter in some areas than others. And then I'll take my final color and add it in there. I'm doing some color overlapping. Some of these are unusual combinations, but when I look at that plant, it's almost a greenish, purplish, gray color. I think I've actually captured the plant color pretty well here. Now, the plant pot is an orangish brown, so I'm going to lightly color brown. Look for any shadows. So I see some shadows right in here, some shadows right in here, and then add a little bit of orange on top of that. So I'm blending my colors here. And there you have it, artists. You can see that I have taken a few liberties with my design. That means I've kind of drawn some things slightly differently than what we're actually seeing. You'll notice that I decided to simplify my tablecloth a little bit. I thought that the pattern of the checks was enough and then it didn't need those cherries on there as well. I thought that might take away from some of my designs in the actual drawing as well. You'll also notice that I shaded in the background just a little bit more. I thought it looked a little bit too blank as a white background. You'll notice I'm just making a few minor little adjustments right in here, adding some highlights and some shadows in my glass here. You can see when you look at a glass, you'll see lots of highlights. So if you're like me and you like to draw it very realistically, you might want to add those highlights in there if you are adding anything see-through made out of clear glass like I did.